Welcome to the Books for Athletes podcast with your host, the publisher, Mr. Kelly Cole. Mr. Cole, a former athlete and best-selling author himself, has set out to take you behind the scenes of some of sports' forgotten heroes. He sits down with former professional athletes, college athletes, and sports coaches as they share stories of triumph, defeat, dedication, and perseverance. Here's Kelly.
What's up? It's the publisher here, Mr. Kelly Cole, back with another episode of the Books for Athletes podcast. Today is going to be a short episode. It is just me today, but so much good things have been happening. Haven't had time to schedule a guest, so I said I'm just going to hop on myself, and I'm going to make it happen today. All right. First off, I apologize for my voice. It is just coming back. I lost it over the weekend. I don't know what happened. I think my sinuses or whatever was acting up, but it was strong enough to get this done. So I'm going to get this done. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. So today episode, I'm going to talk about how to start writing a book. I mean, I get this question all the time, how to start writing a book. But before I get into that, I want to talk about some things that's been going on, some things that are amazing, like shout out to Mac McClung, all right? Won the dunk contest. Cool thing about Mac is he's actually not too far from the area that I live in. He's from not too far from the area that I live in, Gate City. I live in Bristol, Virginia. Gate City is probably about, I say 30 to 45 minutes away. And Mac actually played against my son in, I believe it was middle school. So shout out to Mac. He's putting on for the whole area. The whole area is excited about him winning the dunk contest. And it's cool to see a kid from, like I said, from here, from this small area. His town that he's from, Gate City, is even smaller than the town that I'm in, Bristol, Virginia, which the cool thing is they've had several professional athletes come out of there that I played against in football. Like my man Beasley, who ended up playing for the Steelers. It's a couple of more guys that I can't remember right now, but I know they've had at least 3 NFL players that I ended up playing against while I was in high school at Virginia High School. So shout out to Mac winning the slam dunk competition. He was the first slam dunk champion who from the G League. So how cool is that? So shout out to Mac, man. Keep going. Keep putting on for your city. If you're searching for Mac, his school is actually selling replica jerseys to raise funds for the athletic program. So it'll be a real cool thing if you can get one of those. All right. Next thing. Last week, I had the pleasure of being in a commercial with an NFL Hall of Famer. Man, it was so amazing, man. NFL Hall of Famer was my man, Champ Bailey. He was in our area at East Tennessee State University shooting a commercial, and somebody sent me the link to audition and apply to be in the actual commercial. And it was so cool to be in a football uniform again and to actually be out there running around. So it was just cool. Like I said, hang out with an NFL Hall of Famer. He was real nice. He was real cool. If you know anything about commercials or Hollywood or shooting videos, movies, it is a long day. I mean, I got there at 1 p.m. I did not leave until 10:45 p.m. But I'm grateful, so grateful for the opportunity to be in the commercial. Not quite sure when the commercial will be out, but I was excited to be a part. Now, the next day, when I tell you my body was hurting, I mean, my knees, my whole body was aching. So I definitely paid for the fun that I had the day before. And I'm going to put a clip. Let's go to the clip of me in the commercial. This was a TikTok I created, or a YouTube reel. I'll say it like that.
Commercial with NFL Hawk. Okay, I made it out my mama house. Grown man days now. Different walk with the mission, look the same now. Lay it down, now I lay down in my grave. I know I'm rare, but it's just too much up at stake. Give me faith, so I can walk through the valley. I got my people around me, secure the bed like it's Cali, just making moves. Like it's 1999, it's historic, cause God making me to shine. Yeah, all the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Yeah, it's just history, baby. All the rumors that you heard is true. I'm the hype, I'm the living proof. Don't hate me cause he made me this crazy. Made me this crazy. I'm making history, baby. Yeah, we making history, baby. We making history, baby.
All right. Wasn't that cool? So dope, so dope. So yeah, got to be in that commercial, and that was awesome. The very next day after the commercial, I took my daughter to Nashville to a Vanderbilt game, but we went to see a Vanderbilt girls basketball game, but we went to see the LSU girls basketball team because she's a huge fan of Flajay Johnson. If you don't know who that is, Google her. She's number 4 on the team. She is a rap star as well as an amazing basketball player. She was on the TV show The Rap Game with Jermaine Dupri. She didn't win, but then she just started flourishing in her basketball career. And then she's also still rapping as well. She was just on America's Got Talent, shutting it down. So Google her. Shout out to her mom, who I hit up on Instagram just to see if my baby girl could meet her. She was like, of course, just shoot me a text when you guys make it to the game. We got there, watched the game, and connected with the mom, was able to get pictures and able to get our jersey signed and all of that, our jersey pick signed. And my daughter was so happy. And Flajay and her mom named my daughter the fan of the night. So that was cool as well. So you can see I had a busy week back to back, doing a lot, and I do a lot of things, and that's why I said I had to go ahead and knock out an episode. I don't want to go too long without creating an episode for you guys. All right, so here to the topic that I'm going to talk about today is how to start writing a book. Hey, it's the publisher here, Mr. Kelly Cole. Listen, if you are a former professional athlete, if you are a former college athlete or sports coach, and you're looking to launch your speaking career, let me tell you, you need a book. If you're already out there speaking and you want to track more high-paid speaking engagements, you need a book. It's not about creating more content to post on social media. It's not about recording a bunch of videos. It's not about doing more podcasts. The number one secret to attracting more high-paid speaking engagements or even launching your speaking career is a book. Hey, I'm the publisher, Mr. Kelly Cole, and I help former athletes and sports coaches create best-selling books in 30 days to launch their speaking career, even if they hate writing and don't know where to start. So for the first time ever, I've created a free case study video that will not only show you how to write a book from scratch in as little as 30 days and become a best-selling author, it will also show you how to attract more high-paid speaking engagements. Now, to check out this free case study video, click the link that says learn more or go to booksforathletes.com. Real quick before you go, do not go if you're not a former athlete or a sports coach, because you won't find any value in what I'm about to share. And don't go if your book is already out and already on Amazon. You won't find any value in what I share over there. But if you are a former athlete or sports coach, know that you need a book, or already out there speaking and you want to launch your speaking career, go check out that link now. Writing a book is not as hard as you think. It doesn't even matter if you don't know where to start. My case study video will show you how to start and get it done and onto the bestsellers list. So go now. Okay, how to start writing a book. Start writing a book is very, very simple. Okay, I'm actually working on a book right now, and these are the exact steps I took to get started and not only get the book done. Okay, writing a book starts with an outline. Okay, just write on the page numbers 1 through 10. Okay, write on the page 1 through 10. Okay, This is going to be the beginning of your outline. Next to each number, write a story, not the complete story, but just write a story. So something that would trigger you writing about that story. So for me, it would be playing Pee Wee football, okay? Playing Parks and Rec football, playing Parks and Rec basketball, being a basketball coach, all right? Just create your outline. So next to each number, just write a story or topic or chapter title that you want to write about. That's how you start, okay? Here's where people get, how do you say it? Here's where people get stuck. They feel like because they created this outline that they have to tell the story in order. You don't, okay? I always say writing a book is just like going to the grocery store. If you're a smart shopper, you create a list before you go to the grocery store, okay? And then you go to the grocery store and put things in the buggy. Now, here's the trick. You don't go home and cook the things based on the order you put them in the buggy. You don't. You decide what you feel like eating that day, and that's what you cook. Writing a book is the same way.
Yo, what up? It's your girl JC, and listen, I have to send a special shout out to my guy, Mr. Kelly Cole, and the entire team at Publishing Advantage Group and Books for Athletes. They took so great care of me to the point that I know I'm the pickiest person. This book was supposed to have been finished last summer. However, there were some details that I needed to make sure that the book had because my audience needed it. And, you know, when it comes down to feeding and serving the people, especially as a former athlete and telling your story, you know you cannot be selfish with the material and give it away. And they worked with me from the time of my thought process to the time of conception, all the way down to now, top 20 hot release best-selling author on Amazon in 24 hours. Listen, if you're an athlete, you have a story to tell, and you don't know how to put it in book form just yet, don't worry, you're not alone, okay? Hit my guy, Mr. Kelly Cole, and tell him what you're trying to do, and I promise you he gonna get you right, all right? And of course, check me out on Amazon after the season. Shout out to the Books for Athletes family.
Look at your list, look at your outline, and see what you feel like writing about that day, and that's what you write about or record, okay? So you don't have to sit at the computer and type it out. Record it, okay? If you want to really shortcut the process, have someone interview you and ask you the questions underneath each chapter title. So just write 5 to 10 questions under each chapter title and have someone interview you and ask you the questions, okay? Now that you have the recording, you might be saying, Leo, wait, first, let me back up. How do you get the recording? You open up Zoom like I'm doing right now and get the recording. At the end of the Zoom call, guess what? The recording saves to your computer. Okay, it's that simple. Once you have the recording, what you need to do is go to rev.com, rev.com. Okay, they're going to transcribe that audio or video for about $1 per minute and send you a document within 24 hours. Okay, once you get that document, make sure you review it, clean it up a little bit, and then guess what? That's when you call me. Okay, that's when you schedule a call with me so we can take it from there. All right. Now, to schedule a call with me, just go to www.booksforathletes.com/apply. And you have to put the www in there. So www.booksforathletes.com/apply. And that would allow you to schedule a call with me so we can take it from that step. But that's how you start. And that's how you write and or create your book. All right. It's that simple. Now, if you still have questions, just comment below or shoot me an email or whatever. If you're watching this on YouTube, just go ahead and put the comment below and I'll respond in the next episode of the podcast. But that's how you start writing a book. It is that simple. Okay. Now, I got some special things coming up for you. Like I said, I'm working on a new book that I'll be announcing in the next episode of the podcast. So stay tuned for that. I got a new product that I'm creating that I'll be announcing after I'm finished done with the book promo. Okay. Now, if you have questions, always send in your questions about writing, publishing, or marketing a book. That way I can answer them on the podcast, and you never know, it might help somebody else. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning into this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Y'all be blessed.
Thank you so much for checking out this episode of the Books for Athletes podcast. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, and leaving us reviews. And be sure, if you're interested and you want to get your book done, make sure you check out our free case study video at www.booksforathletes.com. Also, if you'd like for me to come to speak to your students, or you're having an event and you need a speaker, I would love to be a part of it. Just shoot me an email at booksforathletes.com. Until then, we'll see you on the next episode.